I'm going to give you some clues now as to where I am. I think this is easy peasy, lemon squeezy for a Monday morning. So, I'm in an area with a festival and a green. I'm just 2 minutes from a famous lake, and I'm on the campus that was formed from the merger of 3 schools. Okie dokie. Well, I am in an area with a festival and a green, and that, of course, is Lytham. 2 minutes walk from Fairhaven Lake, which is a beautiful walk just along the front from where we are here. And this campus was formed from the merger of 3 schools in 2012. It was Arnold, King Edward and Queen Mary's School that formed AKS Lytham. Now, they are performing very shortly Bugsy Malone, the musical.
Brilliant.
So what we're doing is we're going to eavesdrop. I do love that one. It's fantastic, isn't it? We are actually going to eavesdrop on some rehearsals. We're going to chat to some former students. We're going to chat with the head teacher, the head of music, the head of drama, and really get under the skin of this particular school, which, as I say, is been formed since 2012. AKS Lytham is the name of the school. And where we are at the moment, just to describe where we are, I'm in what used to be, I think it used to be a domestic science room, but it's now
cooking?
A recital room.
Oh,
and
no.
there is... Yeah, that's cooking. Yeah. And in the corner is the most gorgeous grand piano. There's a young man there. Just give us a tinkle on the ivories. Well, that was a very short tinkle. Very good, right?
You're allowed a short tinkle.
And in the room now, I've got... Are you allowed a short tinkle? Absolutely. And in the room, we've got a whole bunch of students taking part, the members of the cast. Good morning, everybody. There you go. Very well-behaved youngsters they are too. So we'll hear how their voices sound very shortly, find out about the story of Bugsy Malone and where you can go and see it, because they're performing it live just down the road at the Pavilion in Lytham.
You know what we've got to play? We've got to play that song. I think it's the finale. We could be anything that we wanted to be, for the jazz hands. We've got to play that this morning before we're done.
Oh, yes, I'm here. I'm at AKS Lytham. And I think before we go any further, we need to hear these kids singing, because it is absolutely fantastic. So please welcome, performing live, the cast of Bugsy Malone. Superb. Let's have a chat with some of the cast, shall we? Come over here and talk to me. What's your name?
I'm JJ.
What's JJ stand for?
Just JJ.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just JJ, okay. Tell me about the story. What's the story of Bugsy Malone, JJ?
Well, Bugsy Malone is set in 1920s Prohibition America, when rival gangsters Fat Sam and Dandy Dan battle for control of New York.
Okay.
Meanwhile, at the same time, Bugsy Malone, a penniless ex-boxer, is falling for Blousy Brown whilst trying to resist the seductive charms of Tallulah.
I think that's just about it in a nutshell, isn't it? Who are you playing?
I play the role of Fizzy.
What's she like?
He. Sorry. He is a caretaker for Fat Sam, the Fat Sam's grandson. Right. He aspires to be a dancer, but his feelings are constantly suppressed, and he keeps on getting told by Fat Sam that he can't be a dancer.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Do you get to dance in the end?
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you? What do you play?
Hi, my name's Daniel. I play Cagey Joe.
And so your role is what? You're a boxer.
I'm the boxer that trains Leroy, and Cage Joe works with Bugsy Malone to find potential boxers and trains them up and gets them to fight in the ring.
We get to hear from you. You're going to do a little bit of a solo a little bit later on, aren't you?
Yeah, later on, yes.
Okay, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Tom.
Hiya, Tom.
Hiya.
Has this taken a lot of rehearsal to get to this stage?
Yes, it has, but every moment has just been great, really.
What is it about? Is this what you want to do for a living?
Yes, it is, yeah.
What part of it? Do you want to do musical theatre, drama, dance, a bit of everything?
Drama. I'd like to do a bit of everything, but I'm not really there yet, so... Yeah.
Okay, then. Hello, who are you?
Hi, I'm Megan.
Who do you play, Megan?
I play Tallulah.
Oh, God, tell me about Tallulah.
Well, I'm kind of part of the love triangle in the musical, and I basically try and flirt with Bugsy a lot and try and get him in trouble.
Is she good at it?
Yes, definitely.
Is she? Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about you? Is this what you want to do?
Yes, I'm in year 13, so I'm applying for drama school at the moment because acting is what I want to do. So obviously this has been amazing, this whole process.
Okay, then. And it's on where and when?
It's on Lytham Pavilion from the 27th to the 30th of January. Just very soon, yeah.
Okay, getting exciting now. Thank you all very much. We're going to hear another song a bit later on, Brett, from the cast of Bugsy. But give yourselves another round of applause. That was absolutely fantastic. Oh, I tell you what, Brett, rehearsals are happening as we speak. If I take you in the corridor, I don't know if we can hear the rehearsals going on at the moment. Let's just have a quick listen in here. There's a keyboard being played in one room, and in another one, we've got a whole bunch of them in a classroom here, where they're all...
That's my favourite one.
You'll be able
Jazz
to hear a bit more of that
hands,
a little bit later on. And I know, they're doing it just for you. Just for you. Just for you. But the man is... Hey.
Oh, I think we're having a bit of trouble with the signal, but don't worry, we will iron that out ahead of the performance. And then, when you hear that song, be in your head for the rest of the day. Back live with Sally then, and with the notables, I think, on campus now.
Oh, yes, absolutely, Brett. Yes, I'm at AKS Lytham, and I've got the head teacher with me at the moment. Tell me who you are.
My name's Mike Walton, and I'd just like to add my welcome to you and your listeners to AKS.
This is a school that's come about the merger of three, hasn't it? Fairly recently.
Yes. Originally there was a merger between King Edward School and Queen Mary School, and then in the last few years a merger with Arnold School in Blackpool.
Oh, again, sorry about that. It seems to be having some trouble with our signal today, but we'll hopefully iron it out, and we shall be back with Sally very soon. Let's return to Sal.
Yes, at AKS Lytham, where I've got a group of 10 and 11-year-olds with me, and I just said, have you heard of David Bowie? And I was quite surprised. You said you were quite a fan, didn't you?
Yeah.
You know his songs?
Well, I don't know the names of them, but as soon as I hear the tunes, I just recognise them straight away.
Now then, you've got badges on. You're from the junior school, and yours says council. What's a council?
The pupil council is basically people from the class who are selected to go and spread ideas to the rest of the school to improve the school.
What's your name?
Kira Knights.
Karen?
Kira,
sorry. And what's your name?
Miranda.
Miranda, have you come up with any ideas yet for the school council?
Yes.
Go on.
I think we did this reindeer dash.
Yeah, we help organise charity events for the school to raise money to get new stuff.
Like Maximum and Canter Coffee mornings and the reindeer dash, which we did last year.
Okay, and who are you?
Charlie.
And you are?
William.
William, are you both on the council?
No. Only 2 people are chosen, 1 from each class.
Now, you're in the junior schools. You're going to come up into the senior schools very shortly. What do you think of being in the senior school at the moment? Does it feel a bit weird? Are you prepared for it?
We're very prepared, and also we just had a taste of their food.
You just had a taste of the food? What was the food like?
Waffles, like sandwich, popcorn.
Good, yeah, good.
We're approving of. We're
More than good.
It's delicious.
It's an understatement.
Yeah.
You do realise, I mean, do you feel that you're very privileged to be able to come to a school like this? How do you feel about it?
Definitely.
It's an amazing school, and it's just amazing.
It feels like one big family school.
Everyone is included. No one is left behind, and there's always a subject that someone will like. So you never think, none of my favourite subject ever.
Well, I was talking to you earlier, and I said, what do you like to do? And you said
Math instead of football.
Crumbs, I never thought I'd hear that. So you enjoy it because you said you like football, but actually you like maths more. What do you like?
I quite like maths and science, especially science, because we come over to the senior school and actually do, like, practical experiments.
Okay, well, thank you all very much for chatting to me. I know you've got to get back to class now, and have a lovely time when you come up next year, isn't it? You'll be here in the senior school in the next academic year. Thank you very much. So there you go, Brett. The thoughts of some of our youngsters from the junior school here at AKS Lytham. Yes, you join me at AKS Lytham, where they're performing live Bugsy Malone.
Ring. Can you punch like a southbound freight train? Tell me just one thing. Can you move in a whirl like a hummingbird's wing if you need to? Ooh, that's fat. Can you bob, can you weave, can you fake and deceive when you need to? Well, you might as well quit if you haven't got it. So you wanna be a boxer? Can you pass the test? I can tell if you've got it in you. I'll train the best. Well, you work and you sweat and you bet that you train to a buzzsaw. Then you near lose your mind when you find that your boy has a glass jaw. So you might as well quit if you haven't got it. Put him in the ring, Joe, look at what you found. You can use a run, Joe, pushing him around. We'll show him the ropes and destroy his hopes. Put him in the ring, Joe, give the guy a chance. Let him hear the sting, Joe, we can make him dance. We'll pump him to bits. Then he'll call it quits for sure, Joe. So you wanna be a boxer, wanna be the champ. There's a golden boy inside you, not a punched out tramp. If you listen and you learn, there's an honor you can earn and defend here. When you do see the crown, you're a king, not a clown, a contender. But you might as well quit if you haven't got it. Put him in the ring, Joe, something you to punch. Let me have a swing, Joe, then we'll go to lunch. Won't make it quite swift, then he'll get the drift. Put him in the ring, Joe, chicken a la carte. Let me have a wing, Joe, tearing him apart. That chicken will crow. Let me have him, Joe.
I've got with me the head teacher at the moment from AKS Lytham, and you were speaking a little bit earlier about the fact you haven't been here for very long. How long is it you've been here?
I've been here now for a year and a half. I joined in summer 2014.
And where were you before that?
I was head of a British international school in Thailand.
Oh, crumbs, but that was interesting.
It was certainly warmer.
Yeah, I bet it was. And also, we were watching the youngsters earlier on, the cast of Bugsy. I believe you've got a couple of kids in it.
I have 3 of my own children who are here at AKS.
I need to ask them, don't I, what it's like to have the headmaster being your dad.
Well, you'd have to ask them.
Yeah, I will do.
I think they'd probably prefer not to have their headmaster as a dad, but they've got no choice.
There seems to me to be a lovely feeling around the school. Is this part of the ethos?
Well, certainly when I first came to look at the school, I was taken with the atmosphere, not only the friendliness, but also the kind of the ambition, the academic ambition, the ambition to achieve so many things for all these students, and that was a strong feeling that attracted me to the school.
It's such a lovely outlook here as well, isn't it? What a great position to be in, right on the seafront in Lytham.
Oh, well, there can be few more beautiful places to have a school. It is stunning. A little bit windy at times, but it's absolutely beautiful. We're very lucky.
All right, well, I'll let you go because I know you're a very busy man. I've got with me as well 2 of the head pupils, head boy and head girl. Tell me who you are.
I'm Christian Mills, the head boy.
And you are?
Emily Gray, the head girl.
What do your roles entail then as head boy and head girl?
Well, we set the example for most of the other students in school, and we're also the ambassadors for the school. So when we're out day to day, we have to show what the school's about and what we represent for them. And also we provide a bit of a bridge between the students and the teachers. So if they have anything they want to ask us or speak about, then we just, pass it on to the teachers, etc.
We spoke a bit about the schools merging, because you come from different schools then, don't you? Tell us about where you come from, Emily.
Well, I started KQMS in year 3, and this will be my 11th year here at AKS.
And what were you before? Where were you before?
I was at Singleton CV Primary School up to year 2.
Did that feel a bit strange coming from a little primary school to a school like this?
Well, it was all right, really, because my older sister and 2 brothers also came to King Edward's, joined in year 3, so...
Right. And what about you, Christian?
Well, I've been at Arnold School, so I was there in reception, and I've been there ever since. So it's not really changed that much for me, because I've always been in the same atmosphere, and I've always been in the same big school thing. So it's never really changed for me, I suppose.
And it's a family tradition as well.
Yeah, my father came to King Edward's.
As did mine, yeah.
Now, we're talking about being ambassadors for the school. Now, I've got to tell the story about your dad.
No, just no. When he was younger, he came to the school and he did a prank with one of the teachers who gave him permission to throw him in the lake. So the headmaster didn't take kindly to that. So, no, he was allowed to come back for his exams, but after that
he was expelled.
Yes, after that, only for after his exams though.
Yeah, the teachers have now got their heads in their hands that you've told that story, but I think it's lovely. I did. Well, thank you so much, both of you, for sharing that with us. Let me have a quick word here with Faye, who is... Tell me what you do, Faye.
I'm the director of drama.
And it's obviously a collaboration between yourself and Daniel, who's head of music. Come here, Daniel. Yeah, to put something like this on. What's the pressure on you two as teachers, then, for a production like Bugsy Malone?
It's just a lot of extra commitment after school and at weekends, just making sure that all, the pupils are having the best time possible to put on the best show that we can at Lowther Pavilion.
Yeah, amazing facilities here, Daniel.
Well, yeah, we're really lucky. I mean, the reciter room where we're stood now, we use for all the rehearsals, the chorus rehearsals, the solos rehearsals. We've got 9 practice rooms, a recording studio, 2 classrooms, so we're really lucky. But the kids work so hard. I mean, we had them in at October half term, Christmas holidays for a few days rehearsing. So they work very hard, and I'm sure it's going to be a great production.
Well, as we're hearing, that level of commitment and practice, that is paying off. More to come from Sally and the talented performers of Bugsy in Lytham a little later on. Sally's with experts, pupils. They'll sit exam. Just the very term, Sally, exam, and it sends a shiver, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, me too. I was just saying to these youngsters I got with me now, I'm here at AKS Lytham, and I've got some Year 13 students with me, but I was just saying, if I drive past the hall that I did my English exam in when I was a mature student, it still sends shivers down my spine just thinking about it. So I've got Isabel, Jack and Amy with me. Exams, I mean, you're steeped in it at the moment, aren't you? You've got one when, Jack?
I've got one tomorrow.
Oh, no. Now, how do you cope with exams? Are you somebody who remembers well, or do you crumble a bit under the pressure?
I tend to do quite well because I've got quite a good revision technique, but it's different for every person.
The girls are just going, oh, wouldn't you know? How do you cope?
Well, sometimes I tend to get quite stressed with exams because of all the pressure on, but like the help that you get with the school, like it really takes it off you. Like the teachers are always around to help and offer you their advice, so it takes it off you majorly around the time of exams.
Do you have exam work and coursework to do then?
Yes, yeah, we have coursework as well, which can massively help you if you struggle for time in exams. We get a coursework as well, which obviously we get a long time to do that for.
How do you feel, the three of you, the fact that, you know, so much of your future hangs on how well you are on the day? I mean, it could be that you've got up that morning, you've had a terrible night's sleep, you know, maybe something happened at home, and all of a sudden you're thinking, if I don't get the grade for this exam, maybe I won't get into the university that I want to go to. Does it feel as if it's too much, or is that what you're prepared for?
It is a lot of pressure, but I mean, the whole year that you're studying, you're working towards it, so it's not that bad when you think about it, but it is a lot of pressure on the day, and it's really hard to revise and stuff and just go over stuff you've done for years.
Also, I'd say, like, it's not all about the 3 grades and the paper. Like, with our UCAS form that we get loads of help with by the school, like, you've got to put all your extracurricular stuff on, and the school offers so much, and it just guides you to an individual pathway, so everyone's different. No one's got the same UCAS form. It's just amazing, really.
I mean, it is funny to think, isn't it? I mean, we're going to be talking to some past students from here who are part of the archivists, but they were sitting exams, and you kind of think we're in the 21st century. Is there not another way of doing it than sitting down with a piece of paper on the day?
I guess, but when we do UCAS, we have like a personal statement as well, which massively like impacts on what they think of you, and that does give you, like, we have quite an equal balance in the school of extracurricular and also exams, so we get to put a lot of that in our personal statement, which they'll then read and see what we're like as a person as well.
Yeah, so there's more to it than the day. Before we finish, Jack, I've got to ask you, what is your revision technique?
Oh God. Well, just lots of it, I guess.
There was nothing special in there, girls, was there?
It's a lot of work,
He just spends a lot of time doing it. I don't know how you were at school, Brett, but I was absolutely petrified by exams. And I'm somebody who hasn't got the best of memories. And I think that's what it relies upon on the day, doesn't it? How well, like Jack, does it go in or not, as the case may be? Yes, I'm at AKS Lytham with the head teacher here, Mr. Walton, and we're talking about exams today. How were you at exams at school?
Oh, well, I don't have fond memories of exams, but I think I did well enough to move on to progress to university and start the career I'm in.
Do you think it's the best way to get the most you can out of a pupil in this day and age?
Well, I think there's a national debate at the moment about exams, and I don't think anybody believes exams are a fairly crude way of measuring achievement, and certainly league tables are extremely crude ways of measuring achievement. But equally, as a nation, you know, we have to have standardised ways of assessing pupil progress, and our job here is to make sure that our students get the best exam results that they can get.
A lot of your pupils I spoke to earlier talked about the support that they get with the exams, but they also talked about the other things that run alongside exams now, such as they're called personal statements, aren't they? And that must help a lot.
Well, yes. I think everybody understands that exams are one way of measuring potential, but equally that the many other things that students can do, the activities, you know, to put it bluntly, I think as parents and as a school, you know, we all want our children to have confidence, you know, not arrogance. We all want them to be able to take measured risks. We all want them to have a sense of social responsibility. We all want them to aim high. We all want them to have courtesy and good manners. You know, there's so many things going on that you can't measure in exams. And the important thing for us is that we give our students every opportunity to develop in those ways, as well as having the academic ambition to get the exam results that'll give them the progression that they want.
Do you ever look at a pupil and think, oh, I know he can do that. If only he could perform under exam conditions, he'd do so much better, because it must be frustrating, you know, as a teacher and a leader of teachers.
Yes, there's no doubt that some children find exams easier than others, and again, part of our role here is to give that preparation, the confidence, the belief, the self-belief. You know, we'll all make mistakes at times, you know, that's life, but our job is to ensure that our students have the resilience and the skills to be able to achieve whatever they can in whatever field that is.
I think confidence is something that you see very much in abundance at schools like this, and you do wonder sometimes looking at other schools, you know, maybe some schools where parents haven't got the time to put into the children, into the homework and everything else that goes with a rounded pupil. You know, they're not going to fare as well, are they?
Well, I've been head of a state school myself in the past, and I guess one of the advantages of a school like this is the commitment to beyond the school day. You know, that the number of things that happen here every evening, every weekend, during the holidays. We are very lucky with our facilities here that we can do so much more than perhaps is easy in other situations.
Yeah. OK, thank you very much. Thanks for chatting to me. Here live at AKS Lytham, and very shortly we're going to be talking about fat brown knickers. Stay with us. Yes, at AKS Lytham, where the rehearsals are really, really frantic at the moment for Bugsy Malone, which will open at the Lowther very shortly. And we'll give you those dates before we finish. And they've got one final number to do just for you, Brett, the one you requested. Brilliant. But before that, I've got lots to cram in, because there's a lady with me now. And this lady has just been awarded a very special award. Tell me who you are.
Hello, I'm Mary Winterflood, and I've just been awarded the British Empire Medal for my services to the Duke of Edinburgh Award for young people in Lancashire.
That deserves a bit of a cheer, that, doesn't it?
Thank you very much.
Now, you were a teacher here, weren't you?
Yes, I've been a teacher here, and in the summer, along with my husband, who originally had taught at Arnold, and I'd taught at KEQMS. When the school merged, we came together and worked more closely on the Duke of Edinburgh Award, and to ensure that it's very successful in the school at the moment.
How did you feel when you were recognised like that?
I still cannot believe it. I was very shocked, but I also felt very humbled that because I've received so much support over the years from parents, school, colleagues and pupils, and it's just been amazing.
Have we got anybody in the room doing Duke of Edinburgh? Let's go over here quickly. You're doing Duke of Edinburgh. Well, where are you with it?
Well, I finished the volunteering, the sport, and I'm hoping to go to my final expedition in the Easter holidays for my silver DV.
Wow, who else is doing it? Are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing my bronze DV at the minute, and it's my first one. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm actually volunteering at AKS Nursery as the volunteering part of the 3.
Wow, so we can hear that so many youngsters get involved in it. What do you think it gives them, Mary?
It gives them a lot of confidence so that they feel more able to tackle issues and problems that they come across when they get out in the real world. Because one of the aspects that they have to do is the expedition. That teaches them a lot about teamwork. They have to learn how to work with others, perhaps with people that they don't necessarily get on with in school. So they have to help each other, because not all of them find it very easy. And it is just very good for them overall.
Congratulations to you. Thanks for chatting to me. Now, I've got a group of people here, and you've got an exhibition that is opening at Lytham Heritage Centre very shortly, isn't it? And you are the archivists, aren't you? And you've brought along a big fat pair of brown knickers. Whose knickers are they?
Not guilty.
No.
We're not saying.
Now then, you all went to Queen Mary, didn't you?
We did, yes.
And as a school, what was it like? Was it, I mean, we're getting a sort of a feel of the place today, and this is AKS Lytham, which is a bringing together. But did you have good memories of it?
Very fond memories of school, although it was totally different to the schools of today. Very disciplined, very strict, but still with the ethos that you came out of it as a rounded person.
Tell me who you are.
Pete Clark.
And you went to King Edward. Was there a lot of rivalry between the boys and the girls' school?
We never actually met one another, unfortunately.
This is what I don't understand. There were really strict boundaries, weren't there, between the boys' school and the girls' school in those days?
They got together for debating, music, drama, that sort of thing, but it was infrequent, but it was momentous for the pupils when it did happen.
I mean, have you managed as archivists to discover any couples that actually did manage to get under the wire and meet up?
Yes, we've researched several who've been married for many years now, and they met through drama productions and so forth. And so we've got some interesting stories to tell at the exhibition about them.
And this is what this exhibition's all about, isn't it?
It's about all the memories really coming together and looking back on photos and people... they were wartime. Lots of things went on in the wartime that people might not know about, which they'll find very interesting if they come to the exhibition.
It's that blackout. That's what it was. It was that blackout, wasn't it? And you've got an interesting story because you actually walked, or was it drove down the road near here when you came back from Scotland? Because you could only walk on a certain side of the road when you were at King Edward, couldn't you?
Well, there was always the bun run. It went way back into about the 1930s, and the boys used to do it across King Edward and across Queen Mary's playing fields before Queen Mary's was built, and it was still sandhills. Eventually, in my era, in the 1960s, we used to go around the promenade along King Edward Avenue to the boulevard, where you could go to the local shop for the bun run, or sweet shop as it was then. I moved into the boulevard, and the first thing I did when I came back was to cross the road at King Edward, because we were never allowed to walk on the girls' side of that school for fear of being caught by the prefects.
Can you imagine? Absolutely. And now then, what we need to do is tell you about the exhibition and when it happens, because I'm going to come along and do a whole programme with you, which will be lovely, and we'll be able to tease some more of those stories out from you. But when does the exhibition open?
It launches on Tuesday, the 8th of March, and runs for a month until the 3rd of April, and it's at Lytham Heritage Centre.
OK, well, thank you very much for coming to chat to me today, and we'll get some more of those lovely stories out of you. So we're going to have one final song from the cast of Bugsy Malone. It's on Wednesday the 27th to Saturday the 30th of January. It's at the Lowther in Lytham, an extremely professional production, as you will have heard, Brett, from the songs we've already heard. You're going to finish off now with your request, so please put your hands together for one final time for the cast of Bugsy from AKS Lytham. Whee! 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have been anything that we wanted to be. Yes, that decision was ours. It's been decided we're weak and divided, and friendship of all of our past. We could have been anything that we wanted to be, and I'm not saying we should, but if we try it,
Brilliant stuff. How do we follow that? We shall try.